Hey ManCavians, this is Bob from the Bob's N Scale ManCave, and we're doing a review of the Microtrains line 3-pack scale graffiti with the ICHABOD theme artwork on these fine rolling stock. So let's go take a look at it right now. The set comes in this nice black box, and set that off the side. They're all displayed in there, and pretty loose in there, so don't stand it up like this, it falls over. Sort of like that. Okay, the first one we're going to look at is a weathered 50-foot rib-sided boxcar. Basically the same kind of boxcar as in the Per Diem series that was in my last video. But as you can see, it has the graffiti of a artist named ICHABOD, and apparently he's fairly popular out there on the rails with his artwork on all these rolling stocks. So that's why they kind of came up with a series based on his artwork, and he does fairly good work. The boxcar has sliding doors, and on both sides single-sided sliding door, and it looks pretty weathered. Nice weathering on the roof, kind of a lot of rust, kind of a look to it. There's some rust kind of on this paint as well. I don't know if this is probably a really old painting of his artwork and it kind of rusted through, or he just made it look like that. I have no idea. The next one, pull it up here, is a Pan Am 50-foot rib-sided boxcar. Same kind of boxcar as the other one, and it has a little skull right here, and ICHABOD, or ICH. Some other graffiti down here on the side, and over in here. As with all Microtrains products, you can see the lettering really well down here, the little labels. If you get in there with a magnifying glass, you really can see those pretty well. Not a whole lot of graffiti on this car itself, but it's still part of the set. And this one is a weathered, or TEIX, 3-bay covered hopper with elongated hatches. And this one is probably the most predominant one that has the ICHABOD graffiti on it. As you can see, it's nice and blue. It looks mostly fresh paint. You do have some nice weathering detail on it, which I think you probably painted on there as well. Who knows? It kind of looks like it was not supposed to be there, but it is a really nice look to it. It has the elongated hatches up here on the top, all details, the ladders, and so forth. One thing I noticed was the couplers did not like to operate on these two models here. They just wouldn't couple up without kind of forcing them together. So that's the only really downfall I've seen. Let's take a look at the other side. Okay, here's the other side of that rail box car. As you can see, it's pretty nicely weathered. Looks like they had put a fresh new door on that prototype because there's no weathering or anything else on it. But yeah, it is very nicely weathered. And the Pan Am box. As you can see, there is no weathering on this side, no graffiti, most likely because they did not have pictures of the other side of this prototype, so they didn't put any graffiti on there. And here's the other side of that hopper, and it does have some other graffiti on the other side. I do not think any of this is ICHABOD related, but somebody else's handiwork. This is a nice little graphic right there. Well, that's been my review of this ICHABOD Graffiti set from Microtrains. The 3-bay hopper and the two 50-foot rib-sided boxcars. As always, they rolled pretty freely. The graffiti was spot on. It looked just like a prototypical boxcar in miniature, of course, which is what they're supposed to do. And the couplers kind of had a little bit of a problem connecting up, but once they are connected, they worked pretty well. And so I enjoyed it. You can get these at your local hobby store. Probably the only place you really can find them is local hobby stores or even train shows. So if you're looking for them, go ahead and search for those places. Some of the places online may still have them in stock. You just have to ask. But it runs around $80, so just be aware of that. And it's a good addition to your collection, and hope you enjoy them. Till next time, ManCavians, happy model railroading. Stay off the tracks. Bye. So if you like what you saw here today, go ahead and click subscribe down here below, or follow my Facebook, Google+, Twitter, and my Instagram, links down here below in the comments. Also, click on one of my other links for videos as well. As always, ManCavians, happy model railroading. Stay off the tracks. Bye.